Wow. First of all, let me say thank you for inviting me here. This is an emotional time for me to be here and to see so many young people. Wow, I can feel the energy and the power. And I know that God gave you that power. It's amazing. Let me first say that my mom, Evangelist Ruth Jackson, is a praying woman. And she's the reason that I started Kids Off the Block. I have 8 kids of my own. I have 4 boys and 4 girls. I have 13 grandchildren. And they were all gone from home except one, Aisha. She was 13 years old. She had 9 friends. And all they did was run up and down the street. They were children. They would run up and down the street and tear up everything, flowers, grass. And I started taking Aisha and her friends to swimming, skating, to the movies. And my mom saw that, and she said, Diane, why don't you do something with those kids? They like and respect you. I never say anything against my mom because she believes so much in me and everything that I do. But inside, I was going, no, I don't want to do that. Aisha would be 18 in 5 years. She'd be off to college, and I would be free. At least I thought that. But that's not what God had. That's not what he said. For 3 days, I prayed about it. On July 15, 2003, I went outside to Aisha and her friends. And I said, if I started something in my living room, would you guys participate? I had no idea. I knew nothing about an organization, programs, EIN, 501c3, none of that. Aisha and her friends started jumping up and down saying, we want to be doctors and lawyers and rappers and singers and basketball players. I was stuck. I invited them into my box-sized living room. And from there on Friday nights, I wrote little corny raps and invited their parents over to hear them perform. It was the most awesome thing I'd ever seen. The kids were so proud of themselves, and the parents were so proud that they were doing something different. From then, it was 15 in my living room. There were kids coming in that I had never met before by then. After a while, it was 25. I moved to my dining room. There were 35. Then there were 46. Then there were 56. I opened up a bedroom in my small apartment. My husband said, that's it. We're not moving any further. That's it. So, and then I sold the TV to get computers for the young people that we had in our living room and dining room and bedroom. I mean, I didn't even know my own passion, but God knew all the time. He gave me something that I love with all my life. I promise you. I have never felt anything like this before. When I look in the gang members' eyes and I see coldness, I see hopelessness. I see a young man who said, "Oh, lady, why are you trying to help me? I know you want something." And I'm trying to tell him I don't want anything. I just want peace in my neighborhood. And the only way I'm going to get it is if I love you, care for you. That's the only way I'm going to get it. That's the only way I'm going to get it. So they started coming into my house. After a while, I had 75. I had 75 young people coming into my 3-bedroom apartment every day. Gang members, dropouts, homeless kids. And guess what? I was having the time of my life because they were changing and they wanted to change. And they didn't want to be the way they were. And somebody had to help them. And I'm so thankful that God chose me. I'm so thankful. Because everybody says, we're so proud of you, Diane, what you do for these young people. But y'all don't know what they do for me. They keep me vibrant and young and want to live and help people. Because when you can see somebody who had death in their eyes, and then you see them next year, and they're alive and vibrant, and they're helping others, wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we're talking about peace. We're talking about peace. That's the ultimate peace. When you can go to a person who you might not, you don't like how they look. You don't like how they talk. You don't like how they walk. But you can walk up to them and with all honesty and godliness say, I'm here, and you mean it out your heart, and they feel that, that's peace. You know why that's peace? Because you and that person can walk around as a unit and become one. Male, female, young, old. And that's what God's talking about. I can walk my neighborhood now. When I walk my neighborhood, even the gang members that don't like me because their gang members came to the organization, they respect it. Not because I got out there and fought them with guns. I got out there and I fought them with love. And it worked. And it worked. Young people, I don't know if you know it, how much power that you have. You are future leaders, our advocates, our change makers. Wow. I'm 55 years old, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it because I know by you guys being here right now that you believe in God, that you believe that there is something here that's going to help us change the world, that evil will not win. No, really. My neighborhood is completely different from what a lot of people see. And I could move out any time, but I refuse to. I want to stay there. I want to be a part of the change. I want to be a part of what God does and be that testament to say I knew when it was what it was. I'm grateful. I'm just thinking about how I didn't get emotional and start crying because I'm always emotional. Because when you think about the goodness of God, wow, I get chill bumps. And those young people that are on those stones that you saw, wow, they lost their lives so senselessly. But there are so many more that have been saved because somebody somewhere cared for them, led them and guided them. No, seriously. I only had my mom when I was growing up. I didn't have a father. She was my mama and my father. But there were people on my block who helped my mother to guide me. And I was grateful for that. So young people, I can't wait to go back home and say I looked out upon a sea of young people who believed in Jesus Christ. Woo! That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.